Welcome back, everyone, to part 9 of Ramra Plays Danganronpa, otherwise known as Maniacal Monokuma's Murder Mysteries! In the last part, Sayaka and everyone got lovely tapes in which we got to see Makoto's, in which his furniture was absolutely destroyed. Sayaka completely lost her shit, and Makoto and her swapped rooms. And when we woke up, we went to go check on our room, and it looks like Sayaka has completely destroyed it by just drawing all over the walls and touching our stuff. So let's jump straight back into that, shall we, and find out why Sayaka wrecked our room. It's my key! There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it. So it must be my room key. I gave it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. Fair enough, that's a good assessment. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? What else do we have before we go check out that room? Just a bunch of stuff. It's the display stand the sword was on. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Why the fuck did she draw using chalk all over my dang bed? The bed's been damaged too. Alright. The toolkit is still inside the drawer, and it's still sealed. Alright, so nobody used that. Cool beanie babies. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Wow, so nothing to say about that. I'd better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Ellipses times 3. Oh my god! She spilled purple jello! Oh, look at this mess. It took me a second to realise that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain, just like a parasite. And then, ellipses. Triple ellipses. Ellipses followed by everything went black. Deadly life. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. And they moved my body. You're awake. Finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. Well, it's no surprise considering what happened. Why didn't you get Sakura? She's an absolute unit. She could have just threw me. What happened? Oh, well, you see, I stabbed Sayaka. So, growl! Hey, are you okay? So, it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Ellipses! Exclamation mark! A deep dark despair worked its way through my body, and then exploded out of me, like Alien, from Alien! I shut up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? You didn't get permission to move or breathe! I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is.
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. She's dead. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Should it be obvious? One of the humans told us we all had to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? Fuck him! It's obvious he's the one who's killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that! If you can believe anything, you can believe that! He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times One rule.
But
And who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? No way, no way, no how. You can't tell us that, Monokuma. You clearly did it. You're the odd one out. You're a bear. Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone should follow in the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you. He killed her. He did it.
wrong.
No, sorry. One of you is the bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around everyone. Was it you? Tree in the background? I'm looking at you. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone! No, not someone! He was the best character! It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on, don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough! Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. Were you made by my father, or the Togami Corporation? For we do sell weapons just like you. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Pooh. 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 Ho 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 ho.
What?
Why are you laughing? Pooh. It's 'cause... Naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You could just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words.
Bingo! It's not enough just to kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. Then they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is.
Oh, dude, Monokuma comes prepared, has a whole presentation about it.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Yes. Problem is that we seem to have triplets times 2 on this case.
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Sounds absolutely fair. And of course we have the option to participate or not, isn't that correct,
Which of
Monokuma?
course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Absolutely fair.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution! Execution!
What?
And by execution, you mean...
execution is execution. Execution!
Execution! Beat 'em, poke 'em, kill 'em with a stick.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Amazing. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed!
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are! Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. No, the new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Hey,
But wait, hold on a second.
Hell are you talking?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
what's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits for such blasphemy.
Hell are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up. Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Monokuma, close your eyes! Dang pervert!
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Oh no.
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation.
Uh-oh.
I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Quick! Quick, dodge! Dodge, Junko, dodge! Well... Jesus, more like Mighty Spears going there. Oh, I think she's okay. She can make it. Look at her. Uh-oh.
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
Well... Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shut wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
And there she is, planking on the floor. What the? Hey, don't. This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson. After all, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am.
Now you all know that I ain't fucking with you. I'll fucking kill you.
Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Absolutely made your point. You know, I don't think anyone could disagree with that. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. McCall, you can't just say that. That's a bit rude. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. But we know who the culprit is, so Monokuma now gets executed. Haha, we win! In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventful end of the world. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you don't really die. This is reality!
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in a prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill us this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time, dumbass. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blacken. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
Yep, Monokuma said it himself the best. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? 'Cause the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a while. Bye-bye! And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder and colder right in front of us. There it is. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd find ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable, and yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not to trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
So saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
that's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something else I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. And everyone just springs up out of nowhere. They're all hidden in the floor. Absolute wild cards. I just gotta go take a look at Junko's dead body. Hello! I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but all I did was put my handprints on her, showing that I was the one that speared her. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't know why you even bothered to check, after those injuries and losing that much blood. Ha! She's a fucking dead pleb now! Moron! You should have been Byakuya Togami, then you would not have died! Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means... That means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Hell no! Somebody save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Alright, what a genius. How about you? You seem to have your bearings about you. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone in guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
It would be like my father trying to throw away the pension scheme, but of course the Togami Corporation would never do such a thing. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. I mean, my brain popped out of my head and got molded into my pompadour. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? You fucking dick. If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you!
So then...
Fine, then I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. No. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Alright, cool beans. How about you, Byakuya? You're like a stone. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Alright, well, that's absolutely nothing. Alright, Celeste.
Oh.
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead and take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Well, she's right! Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth! The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you'd think I did it.
So then...
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So...
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't, though.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. Can't let that purple-haired nonce beat me, for I am the great Byakuya Tugami! And just like that, Kyoko, and just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave that goddamn skull in myself. But then you'll all know it was me, and then pick me for the next murder trial. And then you'll all die and you'll all survive. But I don't think that far ahead because I'm an idiot. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder. How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you! I'm telling you, it wasn't me! Don't come any closer! You're gonna kill me next!
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not sure for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. Oh, I thought that you meant give it a shot as in kill Toko. You won't be against it, let's be honest. That's true. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I will black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway, useless idiot. Alright, I guess I better get going. But wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. Everyone's leaving and they think I killed Sayaka, but she was my assistant. Damn it. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution.
Not...
Execution.
People aren't going to execute you, Nicole. That's just going to be Monokuma.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas.
Yep.
Torn apart like a
paper plane in a hurricane. Yep, we know. We know, Monokuma. I can't let that happen. I don't want to be the paper plane. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? It was actually me. Haha, got him. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Nice! Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, cool, thank you, Hint Monokuma. Well, helpful little guy. You're still dead, I've noticed. Yeah, lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, but guess what? She's dead. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. Damn it, why is this happening? Who knows? What have you got to say? Aren't you going to help investigate, your hero? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alright, fair enough. No way! I seriously don't want to die here! I'm begging you! God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Hero doesn't seem to prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Alright, so you're just a room of useless people, so bye-bye. Is there anybody in this room? No, there isn't. Inside the display case are trophies and other items. Alright. Is there anything here? Nope. No, may as well just go straight back to my room. First of all, oh, alright. Fair enough. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. There's my key again. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key, if I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We have to trade keys. There you go. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgot to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Clearly, you didn't follow that rule. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or open it, for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Nice! Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, won't be saying that every time, there's no need to. Check out that golden sword, boy! This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade, and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing lots of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Nice! Replica sword. There's the sheath. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? What a genius. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right in there in the other room, if only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well,
perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder.
Yeah, probably. Nice! It's a lint roller. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean it up a little? Oh yeah, Makoto, I'm sure that's what it was. In this room filled with nothing but a gold sword, I'm sure she cleaned it up. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see it have been used. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need to use a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just mine. Nobody's busted theirs out yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, cause like, why the hell would we? Nice! What do you actually have to say, Sakura? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead.
I see. Mondo. You were absolutely blocking Kyoko. I did not see Kyoko behind your massive frame. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone even found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a...
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? Got you, boy! You know, can't do shit.
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes.
Yeah, you wouldn't do fucking jack shit, would you, Mondo? Don't you lie.
Alright, Kyoko, what you got? Hey, Kyoko! I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
Absolutely not, no.
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Alright.
Searching?
Yep. She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
You're an absolute pleb, Makoto. You're an absolute pleb. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up and stood up straight and said,
Listen.
Are you a clean freak?
Huh? No, I don't think so. But what?
Nodding,
She glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
interesting.
What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something
Very unusual.
about your room.
Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here.
You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean.
Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it?
Nice! And, on that note, comes the end of the episode. So, feel free to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment below of how I can improve or anything you did or did not like, as I am always aiming to improve the entertainment I provide you all. If you're wanting more content from myself, I also do a podcast called Fruit Bowl Weekly with a friend of mine, and you can catch that on all major podcast platforms, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Fruit Bowl Weekly. And I will see you all in the next part of Ramra Plays Danganronpa. See you then!